when Dame Dash came into Leora, Flex was defending Leora, like on some crazy shit, like how dare you speak bad on Leora? Like, this nigga made 360 deals. Why?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Fellas, how we doing today? No Label the Pod, episode 12.
Doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, sir. Pretty good.
How y'all doing?
Doing alright, man. I'm doing cool. Price?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
I like the turtleneck, man.
It's actually a zip.
Switching it.
Nice zip up.
You know, had to keep the neck warm, coming off a cold, gotta stay healthy.
It's Buffalo weather, man. Buffalo weather.
For sure.
So what y'all boys been listening to this week? What's the vibes been, man?
Yeah, it's been a lot of different
What's the vibes
A lot of
been?
different vibes.
For me,
I guess, you go ahead, sorry. I was gonna start off. Go ahead.
for me, I got that Tame Impala.
Yeah.
The Slow Rush album came out. Been playing that
I
heavy.
seen Dave posting that.
Yeah.
I might give it a listen.
Been playing that heavy. I was playing that A Boogie Shoe. There's a couple songs on here that I really fuck with. And then I've been fucking with the Indigo Child Rip EP heavy. But yeah, and Pop Smoke.
I see you put that on the playlist.
Pop Smoke still.
Yeah. I definitely put me on for sure. I did not know who that was at all. I say for mine, yeah, it's Slow Rush by Tame Impala. Changes by Justin Bieber. That album I actually rock with it heavy. Bro, he actually got a remix with Summer on there, Summer Walker. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Like, it's the last track.
Is it Tribe on there too?
Yeah, bro. The features are not a lot, but they're all like hitters for sure. Yeah, definitely check that out.
I'm not listening to it.
Pop Smoke.
You cannot say pop and forget the smoke.
Deluxe. I love Wolves, that track.
I
that
figured
he
you
has
would
with Nav.
have got Nav on it.
Yeah.
Yo, it seems like it's Nav's song, but Pop's featuring Pop Smoke. Like, literally,
Yeah.
Nav has the hook, a verse, and Pop Smoke has one verse. Like, that's basically Nav's song.
Facts.
Like, there's no bridge. It's just Nav on the hook, Nav on the verse, Pop Smoke on the verse, and then Nav finishing it out.
Facts. Another album that came out that I wanted to listen to that I haven't yet was Unlocked. And that was Denzel Curry and Kenny Beach.
Yeah. I added it to mine.
I haven't listened to it yet. I'm mad. I
haven't
gotta
either.
listen to that though.
Yeah.
Whoa, Kenny. A Boogie too, for sure. Yeah.
NC.
Yeah, I listened to the Tame Impala joint too.
Yeah.
Bumping that shit.
I guess I got to bump it.
Yeah, I bump it.
The whole panel listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that joint.
Did you fuck with his last one, Currents?
Yeah.
Yeah, Currents is crazy.
His joint, I was listening to
B-sides too.
her a little bit this week too. Some slower vibes. I have a little R&B playlist this week.
She released a single a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I still gotta listen to that joint. I checked out the Denzel Curry Kenny Beats joint.
Yeah, I got to listen to it.
Is it wild?
I added it to my playlist. My
And
playlist.
like it's definitely like some Denzel shit. Like he really he go in and he do his shit every time.
Yeah.
Kenny be snapping on the beats too, man.
Yeah.
They got a dope like the album like real short, it's like 7 tracks, but it's like maybe like 20-25 minutes. They got a whole video like of him like all animated, him and Kenny Beats like literally doing all the songs on the album like on YouTube. That shit,
Word.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, I might check that out.
yeah, that shit's fire. I've been listening to this shit called Holy Ghost 2, Black Magic and Kambada. That shit, it's just it's third eye.
Did you put that on the playlist?
I don't think so. I'll probably update it. You know what I mean? So I have a little more joints on there. I'll post something on there for y'all boys,
For sure.
your listeners.
For sure.
Because ever since Toronto, I've been playing Burna Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, Burna Boy.
Yeah, Burna Boy go crazy.
They
Man.
playing that in the club. That shit was just going.
The Money Play joint?
They played a lot of his shit.
Yeah, they played a lot of songs from African Giant.
Yeah.
And I think they played Ye from the previous album.
Yes.
Facts.
Burna. He gave you another solid album. Like if it sounded like it's supposed to sound,
Yeah.
fuck it out of here.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, my bad.
already
And then
out
also,
there, man.
my bad. I forgot
He
to
already
mention Give No Fucks too. Migos,
I didn't hear
Travis
that one
Scott.
song, yeah.
Was that fire?
I seen it, but I ain't listen to it.
I ain't looking to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't like bumped it, but I
Yeah.
watched the video.
Yo, I rock with that track.
So I've been bumping. Damn. Of course, I had to bump the Boogie that dropped, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, I'm having some mixed emotions about it, but because I'm a true fan, because I'm a true fan, I'm gonna sit with it longer before I, pass on my judgment to others.
I feel that.
I've listened to this girl named Cash Page. I put the boy Dave on. She from I think she out of Dallas. She got a little EP. I rock with that heavy. I'm gonna add some songs to the playlist, definitely.
Same. I'm playing that too.
Y'all know Tink? Y'all listen to Tink? Tink dropped the album.
I see it.
Yeah, that joint tough, bro. I bumped that because I rock with Tink heavy. Cause she came up in like that Chicago drill wave. Cause at first she was like a drill rapper. Then I heard her sing. I'm like, hold on, she could sing too. And then she just started fucking with the R&B heavy. She was signed to Timberland. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Now she independent and just dropped the album. So I'm rocking with it. Yeah. What else have I been listening to? I was listening to some Herb heavy earlier in the week. I was listening to some Cole heavy. I was bumping KOD and Forest Hills Drive heavy.
Solid.
Let me see what else.
I was surprised her single didn't catch like her and YG, the slide jam.
Nah, I got a little traction
I thought it was
because it had to grow on me.
Yeah, it grew on me. I was listening to that shit. I'm like, yo, this shit hard.
Wait, what track?
Slide.
Oh, Slide.
Yeah, she got a remix with I want to say Pop Smoke on that shit too.
YG's on it.
YG's on the original, and then Pop Smoke is on the remix.
YG and Kalani dropped the track together too.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that either.
I liked it. I only listened to it once though, but I liked it.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
I still been bumping Brent's album too, or EP. He said it's an EP. So I was listening to one of his interviews with Nadeska, like a little short clip.
Yeah.
He said that this is an EP. He has another album coming, and Sanderson is dropping an album. And he said they're gonna be doing like film and video, hella videos, all that.
My God.
So he said he gonna be hella president 2020, bro. Sanderson is here. And lastly, I don't know if y'all do, but you know Cookie, right? Mm-hmm. So I was listening to her album, Sweats and Fur Coats. That joint is tough.
I heard that joint fire.
I
still gotta listen.
Because this is like the first music I've ever heard from her. I knew she could sing and all that just from being at Fred, but like this joint, it's a lot more polished than I expected. I'll say that.
She knows how to make music, bro.
And like she could definitely sing like a motherfucker.
She insanely talented.
I'm probably gonna add one of those songs to the playlist too.
Yeah, bet.
So, which I was going to get into today, man. NBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So, Dion, you had some discrepancies on why the Chicago legend Common was on the Slam Dunk Contest panel.
No.
That whole panel.
I was just mad confused that I was used to them having, Dominic Wilkins just dunking. And then when I just saw Chadwick Boseman, I was just like, what? But nah, I mean, much respect to Common. One of the GOATs. Much respect to Chadwick Boseman.
He definitely judged for sure.
Yeah, man.
Who y'all think should have won though? Aaron Gordon or Derrick Jones?
Aaron Gordon, 100%, bro.
100%.
Derrick did his thing. I'm not no slack to Derrick, but
Gordon was just more creative.
Bro, he has the most iconic dunks in the past 10 years and has never won.
He has won.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Gordon never won.
I thought he had one.
No, he got robbed.
Yeah, I thought the first time he got robbed, then he came back and won, and then he got robbed this time.
No,
supposedly.
Yeah. This is second.
Oh, shit.
That's why I'm like, bro, he doesn't go.
Yeah, he should have won. He should have
like,
won.
bro, he
But I told y'all what I said because his dunk before the Taco one should have been a 50, no comp, everything. So the one before that, he pretty much just copied off of what Derrick Jones did around before, and they gave him a 50. So I thought it kind of evened out. But me now knowing that he doesn't have a championship when he got robbed the first time, then yeah, he should have won.
That should have.
Because Wade wanted his man to win, so he gave him a 9. Chadwick Boseman wanted to go home.
Yes.
He was just like,
yes.
Wade gave him a 9.
He did not look interested at all.
Yeah,
I thought Candace Parker gave him a 9.
Yeah, Chadwick. It was 3. It was 3.
It was Dwayne Wade, Chadwick, and then probably Candace, I think.
Yeah, we had to look at running back, but
yeah.
Yeah, dog. Chadwick Boseman needs to stay his ass home. You know what I mean? We get you don't want to throw through Wakanda no more. We get it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, he looked exhausted.
He looked like he had a long week,
Bro, that
bro.
life is probably different.
Bro.
That when you're a Marvel superhero, that life is probably your schedule is probably. You gotta go.
He is going through it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yo, bro, he looked like just shot.
Yeah,
Bro.
losing.
The one time he had to stand up, he was like,
mad tired.
He from the UK, right? I want to say he's from England. Oh, shit.
He might be. He might. I think so. I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
that he was from Chicago since they had him on the panel. If he's not from Chicago, then him being on the panel made no
95%
sense.
sure that he is from the UK. He just need to go back to the UK. You know what I mean?
that's so weird
recharge, bro.
that they had him.
Recharge, bro. Like,
So can you explain why he was on the panel if he's not from Chicago?
great question.
Great question.
You know why I'm here. I'm here to
Yeah.
They looked in the crowd, they saw him, they was like, Chadwick, come on.
Black people love you.
It says
Yo,
South
speaking of
Carolina.
Marvel, though, did y'all see the
From South Carolina.
That's what it says.
Yo, but speaking of Marvel, y'all seen the guy that plays, damn, what's his name? Paperboy in Atlanta is gonna be the first Marvel gay superhero, or something like that.
What?
Yeah,
No way.
Yeah.
What movie?
I don't know.
Oh, you talking about
The guy that plays
Bigger dude.
Paperboy, yeah, bigger dark skinned dude.
What's crazy?
I thought you
That's
meant
wild.
other.
So like, I don't know. That's crazy. We can't even get a black like Green Lantern, but they want to give us a gay.
Yeah, that's
I don't know who the superhero that is.
Man, we can't even get a black Green Lantern.
Any
It's a black
show
Green
like
Lantern.
that.
That's all I want. I was
The Green Lantern in the cartoon was black, right?
yeah, but in the comic books, in the comic books, there's a whole bunch of them. It's like a black dude, a white guy, but not. What I was about to say about the dude from Atlanta, all I know is he's about to get that back.
Yeah.
That Marvel money, oh my god.
Yeah, it's different.
Bro, Gambino probably set him up with that joint. Because, Gambino doing the Star Trek shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. I thought he was doing Star Trek.
What was the dude's name? Willie something. He played the dude in
Billy D? Billy D? That's from Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, because
Charles Gambino's playing him now, like
Yeah.
movie.
yeah, that's good. I'm trying to figure this the connection between like because he said something in the news where he was like he was gender fluid or so Willie D or whatever the name was. Yeah,
The older dude?
yeah, bro.
What?
So it's
Gender
like,
fluid?
Yeah, he said, but he's saying like he didn't know what it meant.
And listen, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm really ignorant to all these terms. I don't know what I'm not familiar with that.
It's just wild. It was just wild that like that's a weird connection.
Bro.
Okay, he's from the old school.
Gender fluid. That's the first time I heard that, man. I'm about to look that up.
Yeah. So we'll stay tuned. We don't know what that means.
That is
don't roast us.
Sounds like
Nah,
it
bro,
just
fuck
goes
cancel
by.
culture. They don't exist no more.
Yeah.
Where's your Dave
You can't
Chappelle,
cancel
man?
me. I'm like Denzel from
Training Day.
Training Day.
I'm King Kong.
I'm King Kong.
Yo, but do y'all think Gambino's ever gonna drop some more music, bro?
I hope, bro.
He said he was
I mean,
around.
I don't know.
Just one more.
But bro, that's the thing. He's getting so much money from Lion King.
Didn't he make an announcement about about being done with music?
He said he was doing one more.
I said one more. He said
No, he said he was
One
doing one more.
Okay, one more. So
I hope.
What is the last project he dropped?
The
The one with Redbone on it?
So,
yeah,
My Dear
I think so,
Love.
right? Redbone.
Something, yeah.
yeah.
What's it called? Please, My Dear Love or something.
Yeah. It got the blue cover, right?
Yeah, with the lady on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I know that hurt Price, man. He's a big Gambino fan.
Come back, Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect.
Love Gambino.
The game needs you, bruh.
Word.
Nah, I definitely rock with what's his first album? The pink cover?
I know.
The one that's like
That's the second one, but because of the internet, right?
because the internet, yeah, I rock
The
with
one I
that
was
one.
playing when we were coming from.
I don't remember what you were playing.
But yeah.
Yeah, because the internet, that's what it is.
When did that come out?
That was our freshman year,
Freshman
and I was
year
playing
in
extra
college.
heavy.
Yeah.
Freshman year of college?
Yeah, 2013, I believe.
I'm trying to think like.
No, it might have been 20.
Because he's been around.
Might have
He's
been
been around for
2014.
yeah, like
Yeah, around from.
Would he be considered an OG in the music
I'd say so.
industry type shit?
In
Because of the
music
internet,
industry,
just
I don't
alone.
know.
Because
I would say he would be an OG in entertainment, definitely.
Okay.
But in the music industry specifically, I don't know. What would make somebody an OG though? We got to figure out that criteria as well.
That's a fact.
I mean, over 10 years, right?
Over 10 years. Yeah, I feel like that's
10 plus in entertainment is I'd say.
you're definitely considered an OG. I feel like if you're in 10 years.
Yeah, who was I watching?
And he's past that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because like somebody could be like, if you get into the game at a very young age, then it's like you could be a 27-year-old OG, quote unquote OG.
Yeah, facts, bro. That's one of the reasons it's kind of off topic. No, not really, actually. That's one of the reasons why I rock with Herb heavy. Like I said, I've been bumping Herb this week because, like, he got into the game, like, at 16, got hot quick. I think he's, like, 24 now. Like, he's damn near 8 years in, bro, putting out quality music, and he's been independent for a good portion of it, bro. He can be considered a young OG or OG. Yeah. Especially coming from the Chicago circumstances that he's come from in the life that he had to grow up in, bro. They had to grow up early.
Yeah, people was dying at
so
18, you know what I mean?
He can't be considered an OG.
You see his album cover on him? The
Yeah, all his dead homies, bro. 50 people?
Yeah.
The fact that you can come up with 50 people at 24.
Bro, but I'm telling you, that's like when they talk about how they be having PTSD, they really do. Like that shit is real.
That's the name of the album, PTSD.
Yeah, bro, that shit is real.
What's crazy to me is like if you ever go to like a school in like say the suburbs, like Williamsville or some shit, if one of their students die, like every kid at the school is like damn near like required or like given like a free 1 year service of like counseling. Of like
wow.
mental health counseling. Like each student will like has to see the counselor, talk about the student who passed.
What about public schools?
In public schools, bro, I worked in public school for 2 years. I know about 3 students who died. You know what I mean? That's like other ones who've been shot and all that shit. Ain't nobody checking on them. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, bro, like, mother really.
So what do they do? Just like make an announcement and say so and so has passed away because of, and tell everybody when the service is.
Bro, I couldn't even tell you, bro. I know everybody, all the kids knew, and motherfuckers would be sad, and they had to figure out ways to deal with it. And it's like I've seen students go from like happy, like regular, like a kid, to like really like stone faced, like nah, my homies just like got clapped, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about any of this shit.
Yeah,
like so that it's a lot of trauma and like young OGs out here. Like it's wild.
So somebody like a Joey Badass, I feel, could be considered a young OG too. He like 24, 25, came in at 16 and dropped a classic.
Yeah, he's making moves.
Outside of music. He definitely, I think he's
gonna drop. Shout out to Mr. Robot. I'm watching season 3. Shout out to Joey Badass.
I want to hear what he got. Like, I want to hear him drop some shit this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, bro, he's a good actor, too.
Yeah, because I feel like the past 2 years he's been on his acting shit, his directing shit. So 2020 starting into the decade. Huh?
Didn't he write Rockstar? That was one shit?
Yeah, I heard he did. Him and T-Pain.
So you know his check is endless.
Yeah.
For that.
Rockstar?
Yes, bro.
How many times platinum and it was Grammy nominated?
Won a Grammy. He won a Grammy.
Oh, what did it win?
I don't know. What he put.
It was last year, all right, not this year.
Yeah, bro.
That bag is stupendous, nigga.
He got I want to say he got fashion deals. Like, he been in the CEO.
Yeah, he was with is he with Tommy?
Might be.
Or Polo, one of those brands.
I know he was with Echo for a while.
He was a creative director at Echo. And I know he got a. Hey, it's a bag.
Bro, I ain't rocked Echo in a minute.
You're 20 years old. Nigga coming to you, yo, you want to be a creative director at Echo? Nigga, hell yeah, nigga.
I make that shit fly too.
And I heard he was creative director of Echo. I seen no Echo gear come out of it, bro. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like I was checking for it, but I definitely wanted to see what he would come up with.
Yeah, they need to rebrand, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That shit ain't help though, because I still ain't hearing that from him.
Hey, he getting the CEO bag. I respect it.
But yeah, dude, making moves like that, I guess, can make you a young OG in the game. So I feel like it depends on the time span you've been in the game and what you accomplished since you've been in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of it do with quality of life too. So it's like if you went through a lot of things in a short amount of time, I feel like that can qualify you as like you lived 1,000 lifetimes in this
short time span.
Yeah, in this short span, like you live more than niggas who 50 years old. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a real thing. But so do you think like I don't know? We talked to King Trav.
What do you do?
Dion, yo. I didn't do anything. When I looked at him, he was just like, I was like, what?
Yo, you a weirdo, bro.
Yeah. So we spoke with the artist.
Dave was looking at me. I'm like, yo, what are you looking at?
Bro, I'm not doing anything.
Yo,
so we spoke with the artist this week, King Trav, when we was talking about
shout him out.
OGs. So like, do you think the hip hop game, do we lack more like do we lack OGs? Like do we lack that guidance type stuff for younger cats?
No, I don't. Because I feel like even when you look at niggas like 21 Savage or all them, they may not have been in the game 10 years, but they definitely came from nothing, and I feel like they're not necessarily like putting out bad because they're trying, you know what I mean? Like they're living their life according to the money they have now.
Yeah, because 21, he started that financial literacy program.
Yeah. So when you see people like that, like him, Thug, niggas that you know really came from the streets and like turned something into nothing, like and that are doing positive, I consider that like in effect like an OG, like just someone you could look up to. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like we have like it's not as like when we had Pac and all that shit. It's not like that, but we definitely got people that are on the right path and like telling other people to like get like them.
So what do you think of the OGs who are reluctant to give the game though? Because there's a lot of those as well. Like we see them, the ones that we know have lived a thorough life, been through a lot of things, have those experiences in the game, both like with accolades and outside of it. But they like are quiet and not around, and they see what's going on in the culture, and they just like don't want to say shit.
Yeah, that shit is whack.
Yeah, it definitely is whack for sure. Because that's part of your growth. Like, because I feel like no matter how old or how further you get within anything, like Kobe always stated, you have to continue to grow and continue to evolve, and that he even stated that's one of the things that you have to do within your craft. Give back within the people that are just as inspired as you once were when you were in it, and you know
I know,
what I mean?
the same
so
spot you used to be,
right? So that you can tell them something that you didn't even know at their position, so then that can excel them even more.
Another thing I think
it's
is...
It's also like, I don't know, I feel like the flip side of that, of OGs being reluctant on not giving out, because a lot of them, it could be a lot of different things, but I feel like a lot of them probably feel like they're not in that culture, they're not in that realm anymore, so they don't even really know. They're not educated like us, you know what I mean? We know everything that's going on right now. They don't. So it's like they feel like they can give information, but it might not be
they don't know how
beneficial.
To.
Right. They don't know how to, but also it might not be as beneficial as it was for them back in their time, because things are different. Things are not the same. Like within like contract wise, I feel like, you know, obviously with the record labels and whatnot, obviously that's still been going on for years. Like we just stated last you had said it. But just with, I don't know, marketing and everything like that, I don't know. There's a lot to it. So I get why there's also more things on why they don't, but I'm not gonna overtake it.
Yeah, I just feel like when it comes, I definitely agree with that as far as like the music side of things and like marketing, brand, and all that. But like just as far as life, like things are just, it's like a revolving door. Like everybody has gone through the same thing, at least like with another person. So you never know if that person could be these classy young kids that you should be schooling, you know?
Right.
Like everybody, they don't have the same, like PTSD, we all have it from something, and some of us have it, like I could have the same thing of PTSD like you do, but I don't like these two, so me and you will relate on a different level.
Right.
But we don't know that unless we talk about it, you know what I mean?
For
So
sure.
you gonna know unless you reach out. So as an OG, it's your responsibility to be the one to reach out because you're the more mature one at this stage.
Yes.
I think a lot of them do, like a lot of some older dudes, they may be intimidated too, which is how fast the world is changing. Like if they grew up in a time where it wasn't the internet, you know what I'm saying, and they see how fast information is coming in and out today. That shit, I can see why like they may be intimidated because it's like they never imagined a world that moves this
Yeah,
fast.
moves this fast.
It's like I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like they don't. That's why they're reluctant on giving back because they're not. They won't know if the information that they can give is beneficial to them.
And during that time too, it was like you had a certain amount of power by withholding information. Now it's like, nah, you get power from giving it out, like you sharing and expressing it. And I think that's one thing that gets lost in between the generational gaps and shit. Because I noticed that too when I was working in MST. The generational gap is huge, and they just don't know. A lot of OGs don't know just how to communicate. Like they don't know how to be authentic. Like they don't know how to just really like keep it above because they were so used to keeping up in front. Like and like that'll tie into like religion and just street shit, all of that.
Yeah.
They come from a code of we don't take pictures. Like, we don't do that shit.
Yeah, we don't express our feelings, shit like that.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, literally, like, because I knew growing up, I don't post that much on like social media like that, and it's because mentally, like the shit I've been through was like, okay, when you doing certain type of shit and like you around certain type of niggas, you don't take pictures because you don't want evidence of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like they coming from that, they lived that mindset for years, and then to now completely shift. And like,
it's hard to
take pictures
unlearn.
of everything is weird. It's different.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of young cats getting caught up, like with niggas on Vlad and just like people snitching on themselves on Facebook Live. Like, I had to tell a student, like,
IG Live is the devil. Stay
yo,
off that shit, please.
bro, the police literally sit and watch that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was on World Star. The dude was like, and watching the dude's IG Live as he's in the house talking about he got the guns and shit on him, blah, blah, blah. He's like, we're pulling up to his house now. He sees the lights. We gotta go. Like, literally on his IG Live as this nigga snitching on himself.
Bro, if you're doing anything illegal, stay off IG Live.
Yeah.
Literally.
Anything live.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas better learn how to get on the dark web and start to move like that. Yeah, man. But yeah, sharing information is key. Like, I just think like it's important for people like us because like we come from like that generation where we're just able to remember prior to the internet.
That's what I love about our generation.
Yeah.
That's what I love about being from our generation, growing up when we did, because you got to see pre-internet and then after.
Mm-hmm.
So you still were fortunate enough to have those morals and values instilled in you before like the fame and recognition thing started to settle in with the other generations who grew up on it and that's all they know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
especially because I'm pretty sure they still had like grandmothers and mothers that were trying to show them those ways, but when they at school, it's totally different. You know what I mean? So you're at school or with your peers most of the time, as to being with your grandparents who can give you the game, and you're probably not even in that mindset to where you are even receptive to it anyway. So that also plays a part.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. It's just important for people in that. Like, I'm gonna be 27 next month. So if you in that,
old head, man.
close to it, right?
Old head.
Anybody who in that range, like you in your mid 30s, like around our age, what, that 23, 24-ish range?
Yeah.
Like, bro, make sure y'all drop gems to these like younger dudes. Like, y'all see, like, even if you don't necessarily have the information, point them in the direction where it's like, yo, I know a dude who made.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I damn sure don't know everything, but it's like, I could point you to somebody who
might know, who can help you out.
Studying some shit like this, and they may know somebody else.
Exactly.
And that can definitely help you, like, especially with YouTube and all the information.
And then that person that you point them to that might not know but can point them to something else, like somebody else who may know it, that person might know something they might need eventually too.
Exactly.
So that's just part of networking as well.
Yeah, that's where the power will start coming from. So it's like we gotta be able to use each other like productively, like, and that's kind of how I think that's where it's going. That's where it's going, where it's like we uplifting each other. Like I'm like, nah, so and so introduced me to him, and that's how I remember you, because like that me meeting him put me on a whole track to change my entire life.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Yeah.
It's don't underestimate how powerful that.
Because that's happened in everybody's lives already. You probably just don't realize it.
Yeah.
I had something else to say on the OG tip. Pause. So it also depends. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago, I think. It also depends on the OG's delivery too, when he's trying to give out the information. You know what I mean? Like I talked about before about like the old heads at Delaware trying to teach you how to work on the crossover, jump shot, whatever. But he's sitting on the sideline with a beer with his belly out talking about what he used to be back in the day. Like I'm not believing that shit, and I'm not respecting that delivery, so I'm not listening to the thing you saying. So that also plays a part.
Hell yeah! I said like we seen that with the Snoop Dogg situation with Gail King. Like
Delivery.
Yeah, delivery is key. Like he could have like he was mad disrespectful. Like and like of course I understand why. But it's like you gotta deliver it in a way where it can stay out there. You don't gotta retract your statements and shit. Like no, I'm gonna deliver it in a way where you know you fucked up and you can't. At least in that situation, like she knows she fucked up, so it was like put it in a way.
Did she even say anything else? Like after that, when she was getting all that backlash,
she made a video like, they only used that clip. It was a positive and everything. Like you're trash.
Nah. But my thing is like, my thing is trash.
R.I.P. Kobe, man.
That's a fact. The Mamba.
But it's like we gotta understand this. Like this as Black people in general. It's like she don't own that company, and.
What was it on CBS?
Yeah, CBS or one of them joints. And it's like, you don't know. She's probably giving a list of questions. Now, make sure you ask this and go on this because we gotta, you know what I mean? She probably wasn't even thinking about it. She just trying to think, I'm just doing my job. But it's like, no, like, you gotta understand. It's people out here who wanna see Black men and Black people fight. They want to feed off that shit. Yeah, so you got to be able to, and that, once again, that come with the OGs. It's like, yo, you got to know who you can sit in front of. You got to know who I can talk to and who I shouldn't talk to, because they're gonna try to use that information.
I like the way Lisa Leslie handled that too.
Yeah,
she did that shit like a G.
But you can tell she was hot. She's like, why are you talking about this?
Yeah, it could have went left. It could have went left easy. She definitely handled that shit like a queen. You know what I mean? It's just like we gotta be smart about who we sit down and talk to and give information to. Like Vlad is popping because we choose to sit down with him and give him information. Like you could make somebody else that popping. It's not that person. It's like your energy that you're giving them. Like
I will say this though, when it comes to Vlad, I don't think it's entirely his fault. I think it's his fault when it comes to the younger artists, because he's trying to take advantage of them. They don't know any better. They're happy to be in the music industry. When it comes to a 40-year-old artist who wants to incriminate himself, bro, that's on him.
Yeah,
I don't care. Like, you should be old enough to know what you're saying can and will be used against you. Like, the statute of limitations hasn't passed to you, none of that shit. So,
because the thing with Vlad, he has good interviews too. Like, there's some interviews I watch with him that they actually have good combo, and some of his guests be dropping games.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't fully. I say it's like a 50-50 kind of.
Yeah.
But my thing with that is, bro, is like he feed off of the negativity too much. Like anybody, it don't matter who he's sitting down in front of, bro. He's gonna ask you about some negative shit. No
That's
Yeah,
matter like you interviewing murderers, bro. Like you literally was interviewing Tupac's murderer, bro. Like
he was in the car. He wasn't the murderer,
bro. Same difference.
Orlando Brown was a murderer.
Same difference.
He's not alive.
That's it, and that was his uncle. Nigga was old. You need to go over there.
Yo, is that the dude from the Gangster Chronicles podcast?
Nah. But he just came up. Did another interview with him. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
He was talking about I know 100 people who doing life like that shit is fucking traumatic. Like ask that nigga how you cope. You know what I mean? We know you've been through a lot. We documented that already. Now tell us how you cope. How do you sleep at night? How do you help other people not go through this? How do you help other people get some fucking sleep at night? You know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah, if
have
you want
to-
examples of OGs giving game, listen to the Gangsta Chronicles podcast, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's just like,
And the TK Kirkland.
Yes, TK. T to the motherfucking K. Oh my God. Hell yeah. TK is like the top OG.
Yeah.
Like all the OGs look at the TK.
Facts. You saw how Wayne was so excited to see
Yeah,
him.
bro. Yo, but he used to be on Black. I used to swear he was lying about a lot of shit he was talking about, or at least exaggerating the truth. But then it's in
I
history,
think
bro.
he be capping.
Nah, bro, but in history, it's proven that he's been at a lot of these events, and
He's like
he's
Forrest
super
Gump,
cool
bro.
with a
He's
lot
like
of these
Forrest
people
Gump.
he was saying that he was.
That's true, but that gives you a lot of room to cap. This is the thing. This is the one thing he said I disagree with. He said he had sex with over 10,000 chicks, all raw, and never got an STD.
I mean, he's right.
You're lying.
When did he say that?
Bro, he said that on one of them LA radio stations. I don't care who you not
I didn't
sitting
hear
here
that.
10,000 different women raw and not
TK.
catching anything. You're lying.
Well, no, he probably said he had sex over 10,000 times raw.
No,
and
he
kept
said
it
10,000 different. Like, bro, he was mad specific, bro.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, you're not having sex with that many and catching nothing, bro. I don't care
T
who
to
you
the
are.
motherfucking
Yeah, 10,000.
K.
Bro, no, bro. Without catching one STD?
Bro, I don't believe that. He was probably just trying to get some clickbait going.
Yeah.
he probably had a show in LA.
Shit like
He
that,
probably had a
bro.
show in LA that
In
weekend.
my face, bro.
He want that joint to be sold out. Yeah, but definitely if he come to like Buffalo or Toronto, I'm going to see TK.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah.
What y'all looking at me for?
OG's definitely served their place, man. You gotta uplift them. You know what I mean? Gotta he's the youth standard.
And it's on like that person too to like when you get that knowledge, you really gotta listen to what they're saying. Because and like a lot of times, like what Donnie was saying, like how you approach someone with that info. Like if someone's coming to you from a genuine place trying to like put you on game, don't like let your ego get in the way of that. You know what I mean? Take what they
Let
saying.
go of the ego.
Take what they saying and like really listen. Because a lot of times, like I don't know if y'all saw when like Rocky used to sit down with Snoop on the noisy joints. Like, Snoop was giving Rocky a lot of game.
Yeah.
And shit like that is way.
Yeah, I used to love them noisy drinks.
Duck out, put your ego and pride to the side for sure, no matter what.
Who's like we see consider like an OG who like you're like a fan of someone in the music industry. Like you're a super fan of them, and it's like they could be considered an OG.
To me, for me, it's Hove. Like, Hove forever would be like my favorite.
Oh,
Same Hove, Drake, Diddy.
but he robbing Mace, bro.
Yeah, that's your guy.
Hey man, I don't know about that.
They're
I don't know the
conflicted.
details. But yeah, Diddy, Dame Dash.
Dang.
Yeah, I fuck with Dame.
Dame is one of those people who it depends on his delivery as well.
Yeah.
Because Dame knows a lot. He's smart as hell, but I think his delivery is a bit off sometimes.
Yeah.
More than a bit, but he always got the knowledge, bro. He knows a lot. Now, I'd say Dame probably one of mine. Nipsey was definitely one of mine.
Facts.
R.I.P. Cole. Cole.
Oh, Pharrell too for me.
Pharrell is solid.
Joe, my guy Joe Button.
Joe.
Facts.
He's OG.
I rock with Elliot Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Biggs Burke from Rockefeller. I rock with him. Yeah. Those are the people that when they talking, I'm listening.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'd say Hove, Pharrell, and then Rick too. Rick Rubin.
Rick Ross for me, yeah. Rick Ross talking, I'm listening. Especially when he talk that business talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think in music.
For me, I'd even throw in West Side Gun.
That's
West Side.
Yeah.
I say in music.
Can't wait to.
Let me think. That would be like I would definitely Nip was up there high. Was high on my list.
Probably number one for me.
Prince is on there. R.I.P. to them. No lie, I used to look up to a lot. I used to look up to Wiz, bro.
Wiz?
Yes, bro.
That's wavy.
I used to look up to Wiz crazy. I feel like he got bad games.
Didn't he just drop something?
I don't know. He dropped something earlier, like late last 2019. That was.
No, I'm talking about like in the past like 2 weeks. I seen he dropped mad singles on.
He dropped some singles. Them shits.
Yeah, I'm about to say I seen he dropped mad singles on YouTube.
Yeah, that shit was kind of cool, but
big fan though.
Yo, I fuck with Wiz, bro. I fuck with Wiz. Like he changed a lot. Like, cause I was always a big fan of Snoop growing up, and then like him was like our version of Snoop. In a sense, it was like with smoking, it's like tall, lanky nigga.
Yeah.
Like, it was just cool as hell. Like, niggas was not smoking weed in their videos crazy before him.
And he would, the blonde patch. He started that whole wave.
He started the wave with getting like he popularized getting tattoos along with like Wayne.
No, I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah,
I was about to say, hold on.
With Wayne. So it was just like he trendset a lot of things, and he was doing independent shit with Watching Records. Like, it was like I fuck with Wiz, and I like on top of the fact that it's like his whole brand was like just smoking weed. Then he started doing the MMA shit, and then it was just like and him trading.
Nah, he diesel now.
Yeah, diesel was up. And like being a dad, shit like that is like I like that versatility, and like I would want to like sit down. How do you juggle this, and how do you get how do you like change your thought process as far as like, okay,
nah,
I gotta make time for this and do this.
I wouldn't have thought of Wiz. That's a good one.
Yeah, I fuck with Wiz heavily.
For sure.
So as far as being fans of people, what do you think? I'm trying to think of what I'm trying. What do you think is like the criteria for being a fan of somebody? Is it like
you mean like what?
Like you know, there's artists that you listen to, or like there's artists you listen to, there's music you listen to, but then there's people that you're fans of. Like when they're like you're gonna listen to every album they put out. If they got a single that you know about, you're gonna listen to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind
for
of
me. It's like if I see similarities within myself with them, based on like some of the shit they're into, and like some of what they're like talking about. If I have similar interests and
in the music or like in interviews and stuff.
Both. Even like with references in music, interviews, but also if I think you look like a genuine person, if I think you like, if I could fuck with you, like, yeah, that I'm a fan. I don't really like people that's assholes, so if I watch an interview and think you're an asshole, I'm not gonna be.
You like Russ though?
Well, Russ is different because I see similarities within myself. With
So you saying you an asshole too then?
No.
I disagree.
I feel like with like it's some amount of truth. You gotta bring a certain amount of truth into the like Russ. Yeah, Russ the asshole because he gonna tell you like it is. Right. You're not about to sugarcoat shit.
Yeah, facts.
Like I fuck with people like that. Like I don't like stand out for like Russ, but I would kind of consider myself a fan. Like, I'm a fan of him as a person, not necessarily like just as an artist. I think being a fan of somebody just contributes to like how, at least for me, it's like I'm gonna support this person, like regardless whether it's music or just like a business venture or whatever. Like if I'm a fan of you, I want to see you win at all times. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like you get benefit of the doubt, like. But like what comes with that though, you gotta keep it up. Like you gotta be authentic. Like you gotta be able to just like express your points like clearly. Like
so when you say benefit of the doubt, what do you mean when it comes to like an album release? If you weren't really feeling the music, or
even if
something that they do in the public.
Like I say before like now music just dropped, but like before when there was a rollout and it's like, this song kind of iffy, I don't know.
As far as the singles?
Yeah, I give you benefit of the doubt. Like, I know you're gonna come out with some heat. Like I'm gonna buy that shit anyway. I don't gotta listen to your singles. I ain't gotta, watch the interviews. I know like I trust you as a fan, like to give me what I'm looking for.
All right, so when a project drops and you're not feeling it, off first listen, how do you react?
And I'm a fan?
Yeah.
I give it time.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point I was trying to get to.
Yeah, I was like, I'll give you 3-4 more listens because I'm a fan.
Exactly.
And it's like, let me see where you're trying to take me. Let me see what you were trying to really achieve here.
And especially if it's a different sound than what you're used to, then if you're really a fan and you want them to grow,
Right.
you'll appreciate their growth. So you'll give it a couple more listens to see if you actually like that sound.
Right.
Then once you start to get accustomed to the sound, then you start to listen to the lyrics some more.
Yeah.
Then you notice other things, and then eventually you become a fan of the album. So if you're actually a fan of that artist and that person, you're going to give them benefit of the doubt and give them a chance. You're not going to go on social media and say they shit trash.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's just the point I was trying to get to, as far as being a fan.
I think a lot of people I don't say newer acts, but like a lot of these social media like viral sensations, they gonna get like shocked when they try to do a follow up and they don't get that same support. Like you don't have people not fans of you; they're fans of what that thing was. Like whether it's that sound, whether it's that wave,
Or they're fans of you doing stupid wild shit.
yeah. Or people,
Because I feel like when it comes to like the YouTube stars, they're fans of them.
Yeah.
And then so they just follow to the music, but the music might not be that good.
And they
So it's
still-
pretty
they
much
still-
once
and
they
they still
stop
support
becoming
them.
a fan of you is when everything shut down.
Yeah,
All streams ain't coming.
facts, man.
So you got to kind of keep doing whatever it is you were doing to get them to be fans of you.
Right.
And you might eventually outgrow that and you don't want to do that shit no more.
Right.
And then you're going to be looking like, what's the boy? Then you're going to be looking like Shiggy when people be trying to get him to do the dance. Shiggy don't want to dance no more, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think like people like Lil Nas X, they gonna be in for like a rude awakening when they try to go see who gonna support them on their next wave. The shit like we gonna see who your real fans is when you drop your next lead up to your next single. Like, cause if it don't sound like Old Town Road or it ain't no viral sensation thing, who really gonna support you? Like, who really gonna have your back then?
I feel like he's being pushed though. By he has a lot of backing.
He has a lot of backing. That don't mean you got a lot of friends. To me, like Sony gonna put a lot of money behind you. Like, yeah, they gonna push you because you quote unquote popping on the social medias. Let's see where those fans go. Is they popping?
But he has the kids too. The kids are the ones that's gonna buy the music and stream it, bro.
But if it ain't new and cool, we gonna see.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? If it ain't got to dance to it,
I think he can pull it off though.
we'll see.
I think he's gonna be around for a little bit.
We will see.
I say I give him 5 more years.
I give him.
Nelson Jocko.
I give him 2 more projects. I give him 2 more projects before we don't know who he is.
So that could be a 5-year span, 2 more projects.
Could be.
Because he dropped one. I feel like he gonna drop end of this year. He get another hit that take him through 2021. He got another hit that take him through 2022. He dropped another album that same cycle.
Only reason I give him 2 is because I feel like he gonna drop this year. It ain't gonna catch, and they be like, "Yo, hurry up! You gotta put out another one because we don't want to lose him." And you gonna try to rush another one, and it's gonna be trash.
So as far
I'm telling you, bro. Cause,
yeah, bro, I got faith in you,
bro. That album was doo-doo.
bro.
That album was poop.
Bro, and he has the
which album?
Whatever
little
rodeo.
EP joint.
Yeah, the little shit with 7 tracks.
Oh, yeah.
You had that. He had Old Town Road and Panini. And Panini wasn't
go
good.
hard, bro.
People.
I rock it for you.
You just hungry, bro. Relax.
I mean, I don't play it on my own, but if I hear it on the radio, I ain't mad.
Bro. Niggas did not want to dance to Panini. They was just like, okay. You know, he made Old Town Road.
Hold on, is it Lil Baby? I mean, not Lil Baby. The Baby on the remix.
He was trying to save it. I'm telling you, bro. Watch.
Yo, all right, well, circling back, when it comes to OGs, who do you think is an OG in the game that can help him out and let him know that what you were just saying? Pretty much, yo, if you ain't coming with another hit that sound like this, they ain't gonna fuck with you.
He had one of them on the track. Billy.
OG.
OG Billy Ray's out here.
Oh, Billy Ray. I think it's Billy Ellis.
No.
But I feel like he
Billy
can't,
Ray.
because nobody has touched the waters, pause, that he is now in, as far as being the first.
You ain't gonna fuck that, bro.
You know I said pause,
It's a
bro.
major stretch.
You know I said.
Bro, you didn't have to fuck that.
Yeah.
Alright, so boom, I'm not even going.
I'm trying to leave here and touch the waters, nigga. I'm trying to go swimming. After I leave this spot.
Yo, but alright, so because he's the first openly gay rapper
No, is it?
I don't know.
No.
These niggas in the club.
that has like a number one hit type
Well,
shit?
probably with that
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
But I mean, that record, no matter what he was, if he was an orange guy, he'd be the first orange guy with that record. That record was nuts, nigga.
The LeBron ESPN stats.
Give it to them because like Tyler quote came out.
Yeah.
Bro, Tyler still hasn't really come out.
He said
What you mean he raps about?
Yeah.
They and
Yo,
guys.
people are, but he's like a troll though, bro. We don't know if he's serious.
No.
bro,
I don't think he's
so
so
mad.
about that.
How do you think?
Wait, is
I
it
don't
him?
care.
I thought him and Jaden were dating.
That's,
I don't know.
who knows, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that was a troll, but I remember him being
I
mad.
know that was.
I remember him being mad because people didn't believe him when he said people didn't care. When he
Yo, remember he got on Funk Flex, bro?
Yeah.
That freestyle was tough,
That shit was hard.
Bro, Tyler can fucking
Yo,
spit,
Funk
bro.
Flex felt
He
mad
He can spit,
awkward, bro.
He's got bars. What'd you say?
Said Funk Flex felt mad awkward.
That
Yeah,
shit was-
Funk.
Like Tyler definitely put him in a tough spot.
That's what
That was one of the
Honestly, fuck Flex. Can't
You don't like
stand-
Flex?
I can't stand Flex, bro.
Why?
It just seems just mad. Like I don't know.
That's one of the OGs out now.
I just don't
He's
like
just,
that he
he's
was
the wrong way.
just, yeah,
He's not. He
Just seems fake to
OG in
me.
the old head.
I just don't like that he was talking shit about Tupac after Tupac was dead. About shit that was like he was around for.
Yeah.
Like he was around. Why didn't you say this shit when he was alive?
Right, when he was
Punched
alive.
in his face.
Who punched him in the face?
I said he would have got punched.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
But yo, cause him and Dame Dash had beef. So ever since Dame Dash, like I forgot what he said in the interview, as far as like Flex still being in the same position for like 20 years or
20
something.
years. He was
He should have been gave up that position to a younger up and coming cat.
Yeah. Flex was cooning because Flex was cooning when he came after Lior. When Dame Dash came after Lior, Flex was defending Lior like on some crazy shit like, how dare you speak bad on Lior? Like, this nigga made 360 deals. Why is you sucking this nigga dick? Like, what's wrong with you? But Flex is a goofy ass old nigga. What's his name? you seen that?
Yo, I think that's what Dame Dash said though. He was like, Flex is an old head. He's not an OG or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those
What's
lines.
his name?
Yeah.
What's his name? Wes was on the rap radar.
Yeah, he did.
He's like,
Yep.
what the fuck? These niggas said,
Oh yeah, West Side Gun, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Because during their like freestyle, he wasn't really like, you know, even Benny was like, yo, we were spitting because Conway was mentioning that like,
niggas was wild.
yeah, bro, like he wasn't even showing them love during their freestyle.
Yeah, like,
But,
he
he was
made
saying, he was
little
like, yo,
faces,
it would be
but-
mad corny niggas that they would just be like, he'd be like, oh my god, getting his phone out for him and stuff. Like he was explaining that, and that's wild. Like, come on, bro, like that's mad fake. That's mad fake, bro.
Flex and Misa, he just an old head. Nah, me, he trying to survive out here, working at the same spot for 20 years. Dame said it best, man.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't. Don't listen to old niggas like that, bro. If an old head been in the same spot since you've been growing up as a kid, don't listen to him. Don't take advice from him.
This is if it's
Unless it's about that specific job.
right.
Even then, do you want to be in the same spot for the next 15 years? Do you want to be in the same spot for the next 15 years?
Gunning this.
Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Nelson versus Flex.
Like dead ass. Like that's one thing I made the mistake of. Like when I was growing up, I used to idolize certain older dudes when like they would be in the neighborhood. I used to see him on the block all the time. Oh, that's the cool dude. He always out here. He always doing his own thing. Da, da, da. Nah, that nigga's a lame because he's been in the same spot for 20 years. Never changed up his hustle.
Nah, that's
Never
a fact,
got
though.
a different type of bag. You know what I mean? Never took care of his kids because he was in the same spot. You know what I mean? Nah, fuck that, bro. Yo, people you look up to, you shouldn't be able to get next to them.
All the time. They shouldn't be so accessible.
Because you're looking up to them. Like, you're trying to get where they at. They shouldn't be at eye level with you. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, find somebody who's not in the same arena as you. Like, look up to them and like, okay, I want to get to that point. I want to grow to that point. And learn from your peers and like learn stuff and pick up from everybody you meet. But like when you're aspiring, dream fucking big, bro. Don't dream to something you can see. Which if you can see what you're talking, like what you're dreaming for, you're not dreaming big.
You're not dreaming big enough. Yeah.
Period. I'm trying to bring some shit that don't exist right now. Like I need to meet the nigga who's in the room I can't see. Like the person I want to look up to, I have no idea who they are right now because they're making way too much money and I have no way to contact them. I'm getting there, but it's like I'm talking. I'm just
because if you don't know them, then you don't really know their character. You don't really know what type of person they are. You don't know their characteristics and qualities. If I don't really know about somebody, I don't want to look up to them because then I could be looking up to an asshole.
But P, when you get to that point,
Like, okay, but P.
it's like it's a stair step. It's like taking steps. Okay, I'm not at this imaginary spot yet, but I know I need to get this done before that. So I'm looking up here. Okay, that's accessible. I can reach that. Boom. Now I'm here. Now I'm at eye level. Okay, I want to take it a little bit further. I want to go to the next spot. Boom, I'm looking up. I can see more now. I take the next step. Now I can start peeking over. Okay, do I want to go over there? You know what I mean?
I'm just sitting here, man.
No, it's because Dion keep fucking looking at me.
I'm just sitting here, bro.
He keep doing like a quick
Hey, y'all boys got something going on.
I'm wondering what's going on with him. He keeps doing like a quick
Yo, y'all boys got something going on, man. Y'all need to end the pod so y'all can get to whatever y'all gonna do.
No. It's this dude.
Yo, who y'all got in the All-Star game though? Who gonna win?
Team LeBron.
For sure.
What team is Chris Paul on?
Giannis.
Giannis. I go with Team CP3. Is Rondo in the All-Star game?
He should be.
Why? He's trash compared to Chris Paul right now.
Mr. Triple Double playoff time.
He has a ring.
He got a ring.
You're a Rondo fan? I didn't know.
No, I'm not.
He has a ring. If he ever make it out of the conference, that's crazy.
Yo, has Rondo ever been the best player on his team?
Does he have to be?
Yeah. We're talking about skill level. We're talking about skill level.
At one point, in Boston, he definitely was. Without Rondo, they weren't winning a lot of games because he was going on stretches where he was
winning championships.
He was getting triple doubles.
Were they winning championships then? Were they winning championships then? No.
I'm not a Boston Celtics fan, so I can give two fucks when they win their championship.
Put Rondo on any team Chris Paul was on, they aren't getting as far as they got when Chris Paul was on there. Just saying. Rondo played with 3 Hall of Famers and Big Perk.
Kendrick Perkins.
KP.
So you got KP. Team LeBron, Team CP. No label.
Team Giannis.
How you gonna? Whoa, disrespect. Come on, the Greek.
Nah, no disrespect to y'all. See, don't be trying to paint that picture, man. He's trying to rock in there. You know what? My guy's first. Dion, you weren't doing shit, bro. David's looking at you.
This is my guy's first as a captain.
He's the captain last year.
And no, he was looking at me. Don't get it.
I believe you.
Bro, I was sitting here. He kept giving me like quick looks. Like, what does he keep giving me quick looks for?
All right, man. No Label the Pod, episode 12. Shouts out to everybody that's been sharing. Subscribe, please. Hit that notification bell.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram now. I mean, we over 100 followers now.
Facts.
Let's go.
Shouts out to all the supporters.
We love you. Appreciate you.
No Label the Pod. We out.
Peace.
Peace.